Bonitas. You cowering lick spittle. I told you to go light on the smoke and brimstone and shit when I'm in my human form. Ah! This stuff goes right into my friggin' throat, man.
You find it even harsher as of late, with human hearts and human lung. Perhaps you are not one so great. But I speak with too sharp a tongue. As your servant I stoop and crawl. Here are two with stories unsung.
Oh, listen to you. You're not fooling anybody with the false modesty. Fire up the espresso machine. I want a pot of double stuff ready for me when I'm done with Gideon and Rachel here. Now, I'm going to tell you two, I am not happy. I'm not frickin' happy at all when two of my people are making this much noise. Kicking the crap out of scrub teams in your underwear? How do you think that's going to play with the Dagos and the Spics and those damn Indians downtown? I got every mob in this town handing me money because I've got Mephisto's patronage and a sweetheart deal with the Hand. You two start blowing their people's brains out and you know what I'll have? I'll have friggin' squat, man. And every scrub gun in the metro area will be after me.
What is this? We don't work for you. We've never even seen you before.
Don't play games with me, girlie. That's the problem with the rackets these days. Nobody's got any loyalty left. Hey, I'm fighting a war here. I got enemies on every front and on two different planes of existence. I don't need mutiny by my own friggin' people.
We're not your people, beautiful. We're wise to what your sweetheart deal with the Hand is all about. We know that you implicate people in crimes that they didn't commit, so that the Hand is a cover story for arresting them. Well, it didn't work, pal. We slipped that noose, and we figure you know the real reason the Hand wants us killed. We've come for answers, beautiful.
Don't push it, Ashanti. Ask Abonitas what happens when he pushes me too far. He pushes and pushes and pushes, man. And then I have to push back. And it ain't pretty, man. It ain't pretty.
We know what your game is. We know that you helped set us up for the scrub hit. We're here to learn the reasons why. And don't try to intimidate us, because we're not afraid of demons.
You're making demands on me? You got rocks as big as church bells, boy. But I'm gonna make 'em ring if you don't watch your step. A couple of ham and egg grifters think they can walk into my office in my speakeasy and give me the business? And don't hand me this fearless rap. You've had the late night kick on your door. The scrub team showed you how vulnerable you are. This planet's brimming with fear, man. I sense it everywhere, in everything. It's in the sweat of anxious trans-globe grunts in lonely beds at 4 a.m. and skinny chicks with ugly scars taking wicked backhands from husbands. Don't think you're special. You got buckets of fear in you, boy, and I'll rip it out and show it to you if I didn't need both of you.
This is useless. Let's get out of here, Gideon.
You're not going anywhere. You're still in shock from the scrub attack. It happens to everyone the first time someone tries to shoot them in their bedroom. Trust me, you'll get over it. The best thing to do is plunge yourself into your work. Now, here's what you gotta do for me. You gotta help me with Sanguinarius. That son of a bitch. He's been a stone in my shoe for centuries, and today we settle all accounts. Does he think I've got my head in the sand, that I don't know what he's doing with all that ordnance he's stockpiling? That megalomaniac sees himself straddling the horse of death. Man, and he's leading his army of demons armed with bazookas, machine guns, and cluster bombs. He's even invented his own weapons. Guns that fire poisonous serpents and machine guns spraying hellfire. And see, He's got this vision of himself on this horse, man, with my head impaled on his sword, and he's kicking ass all over hell in the name of his master, Belial, who'll reward him with chests of gems and chariots of overflowing with food and chambers full of plump, naked boys or some shit like that. Oh, your tiny little minds can't conceive the desperate grandeur of a demon's dreams. He wants it all, and that includes my head. But I'll be bum-buggered from this to Dorchester if that gun-crazy Diablo's getting the drop on me.
Let's play along a little, Rachel. Something wild's happening here, and we might be able to turn it to our advantage. I never quite understood the conflict between you and Sanguinarius.
What's to understand? There's nothing to it. It's a vendetta. It's hate. We're demons. Hate's our thing, our shtick, our raison d'etre. It's what we do. Sanguinarius serves that ignorant, hulking Belial, see? And I do the job for Mephistopheles. We've been tearing it up over the same turf for thousands of years, and now I got the upper hand. I had the vision, the brilliance to get connected with humankind's most potent sinners. I had the genius to take human form and become a player in the rackets. I built what I got with class and negotiation. Every mob boss has a weakness, and I played them off one another like a friggin' maestro. They all depend on me for something. Sanguinarius thinks he can just buy up weapons and blast his way to victory. That's so typical of Belial's cadre, man. So now it's time to go to the mattress. We're gonna hit him before he figures out how to use his new toys. You two proved yourself by kicking that scrub team's ass. And I think you're ready for the big time.
He's ranting, Gideon. He's completely evil and insane.
Let's hear him out. He's coming to the point.
You bet your ass I'm coming to the point. You're going to hell to see what Sanguinarius has got. I want to put a job on that monkey. I'm going to know what he's packing. He thinks he's the only demon who can score from the military. Meanwhile, I got dozens of buyers working the streets, M50 tanks with uranium-coated shells, automatic weapons with armor-piercing bullets, capillary-bursting sonic devices. Arms race with me, Willie. I'm gonna shut him down. See, you two are gonna help me take away his edge. I know he's whipping on a trio of high brass that used to belong to those saps in the CFF. If we can snatch them out of there, one of them might be loyal enough to steer some Pentagon hardware my way.
And if they tell you to stuff it?
Then I'll freaking stuff 'em with broken beer bottles and cherry bombs. And the same for you if you don't get your blank minds linked up with my psychopomp. I want you to bring back as many of those tin soldiers as you can. But look out for Sanguinarius. If he catches you, you're gonna have to duke it out with that helmet head. So you got your marching orders. You gonna just stare at me? Or are you ready to go to hell?
Exit stage left, Gideon. There's nothing in hell that's gonna save our necks.
I don't know, Rach. It's a dangerous hunch, but I think Beautiful's an important part of this mess. We don't have any leads on Earth about why the Hand wants us dead. Maybe we have to go to hell to get the truth.
Here's the drill, kids. I use my psychopomp to open a portal between here and hell. You need to get out. Just think about leaving, and you'll be back. Unless you try to job me, and then I'll leave you there to burn. Are you all clear on that?
Yeah, why not? What else do we have going on right now? I'm guessing this is hell. It sounded like someone was announcing it.
The main storage facility for Sanguinarius's vast arsenal. Big enough to include not only weapons but aircraft and other vehicles. He spends a lot of time here, just soaking up the atmosphere. This unique weapon actually consists of the upper body of an android carrying a machine gun. Worn like a backpack, the wearer merely has to face an enemy to elicit a deadly round of fire over his head from the buddy. These plastique charges are set for detonation when the pin is pulled. This cartridge contains a deadly, fast-acting, wide-area nerve gas.
Wyatt Earp shoulder harness mortar launcher. Sounds interesting.
One of Sanguinarius's improvements on earthly weapons, this rifle fires a shell that on explosion releases a swarm of hell-spawn serpents that slither over an opponent, inflicting countless lethal bites. A standard Army-issue laser rifle.
What is this meant to be? I know it's like a vehicle of some sort. How strange. But this is hell after all. Now this looks like a helicopter that's designed to be insect-like. And here we have a relatively normal looking plane. Alright, it's time to steal this arsenal.
Modern weaponry has not improved significantly on the World War II era bazooka, except that the explosive charges are a good bit more powerful.
Look at the size of these swords. I'm guessing they're swords. They're bigger than us.
This sinister weapon is sharp enough to split hairs and heavy enough to require 2 hands. .2095's version of an assault rifle holds a bigger clip and fires higher caliber bullets at a significantly faster rate. One of Sanguinarius's improvements on earthly weapons, this rifle fires a shell that on explosion releases a swarm of hell-spawn serpents that slither over an opponent, inflicting countless lethal bites.
Ah, so that's the serpent gun.
A standard Army-issue laser rifle. These plastique charges are set for detonation when the pin is pulled. This cartridge contains a deadly, fast-acting, wide-area nerve gas. This unique weapon actually consists of the upper body of an android carrying a machine gun. Worn like a backpack, the wearer merely has to face an enemy to elicit a deadly round of fire over his head from the buddy.
Now this one looks like it's fun. I believe that is everything.
Where's Sanguinarius? He's gone.
No, he's not gone. He's over there, going over the latest loot that greedy traitor Mangini let him have.
Don't worry, General. We're here to save you. We're with the front.
I don't care if you're with the Foreign Franken Legion. Get out of here. You came here of your own accord? How stupid can you be? Evac, all ass, retreat. Sanguinarius is nearby, and he's spoiling for a fight. You'll end up in worse shape than me.
The crucified torture victims lining the horizon, backlit by firelight, seem apropos in this perpetual battle zone. This is the place where Sanguinarius likes to try out his new weapons, and his old for that matter.
Is that person in pain? Or is that a noise of enjoyment?
Clearly a demon who revels in his uniform, which is the proverbial full metal jacket and then some. The wreck of the former U.S. Army Chief of Staff.
Hold on, General. We'll get you out of here as soon as we can deal with Sanguinarius.
Don't worry about me. This bastard hasn't gotten diddly out of me. I wouldn't even give him my name, rank, and serial number.
Humans with guns? Ask Mangini if those guns are gonna make any difference. I'll plug you and gut you and feed your bowels to the hellhounds and Rackentyran.
Stuff it, gruesome. We don't scare that easy.
No, but I'll bet you die real good.
We did your dirty work for you, beautiful. Now you can pay us back by clearing our names.
Payback? You ought to pay me back, girlie, after all I've done for you two. You think Sanguinarius is the only one who wants me dead? I keep my standings in the mob because they're too afraid to try for me. I show one sign of weakness, one sign I can be had, and they'll be on me like dogs, man, like rabid freaking hellhounds. I need you two to be good Germans and wait for your orders. You keep your asses out of trouble, and you keep checking with me. I'll have your next mission.
What is with this game and its obsession with Germany? We're not done here just yet. There's still more dialogue to be had.
So what do you know about the Imperator? There's gotta be more than what we hear.
No shit. I think it's easy to say that you two are pretty much clueless on any subject.
But then Solux did actually turn some things around for this country.
Boy, you really buy all that propaganda shit, don't you?
What? It's true. Solux did do some good for the nation.
Oh yeah. He also made sure he twisted the whole checks and balance concept into his corner. Solux controls every facet of the government, from getting a bill passed to your local zoning commission's ordinance on cleaning up dog shit. You probably already know that. But what you may not know is that Solux controls more.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? I mean, Solux controls your life, your laws, the friggin' air you breathe. But Solux, in a way, also controls the fear.
The fear? Fear of what?
That's it. That's all I'm saying. I probably, said too much already. Man, am I stupid. Stupid. Well, looking at you two, I guess I'm not that bad off, but damn, I almost cut my own throat, man. What do I know? Shit, I served the guy, man. You know what kind of shit I'd get in for trashing a big kahuna? Huh? I mean, we're talking the master of evil here. I respect the hell out of that guy.
Such as?
Well, how about this whole scouting thing?
Scouts? As in Girl and Boy Scouts?
Sure. See, I'm thinking long term. This whole troop thing could be a gold mine. You got a network of kids across the country already connected. You start the temptation off early and it spreads like wildfire. Mephisto, listen, I work for the guy. Huh? What do you want me to say? You know, you're not going anywhere. The best thing to do is plunge yourself into your work.
That sounds like a bit of a threat. Now, when he says we're not going anywhere, during my practice run I was not able to leave the room, so I thought he was being serious. It seems to be working okay now. Now, before we go anywhere, let's take a quick look at our colleagues. Wow. Yeah, she's not wrong that when she said she deals with explosives.
This electromagnetic pulse grenade can have a particularly devastating effect on machines. These plastique charges are set for detonation when the pin is pulled. A bomb that emits an incapacitating nerve gas. It does not harm victims, but so deadens their nervous system that they are rendered into a virtual coma for several hours. It will take out a room full of people almost instantaneously, and it's small enough to fit in a pneumatic tube.
Oh, that's good to know.
A small charge the size of a bullet, also known as poppers. A common household item, a glass cutter. A bottle of standard household glue. This vial of so-called dream powder could knock out an elephant. Scub Stevens' ability to jury rig.
Okay, and its icon is a hammer. Fair enough. Oh,
Sophia Bene's ability to forge documents.
it's good to know that pens are still around in this day and age.
This template will allow you to make an official quality level 4 pass.
And I don't believe that Gideon is holding anything. Nope, he's not. Oh, that's a shame. We didn't get to keep the guns. All right, let's go to a new place. Huh? I have no idea what happened there. We're now going to go to the mall. Although, why radio station is at the mall is anyone's guess.
News reporters of the future have become more plugged into technology than ever before. They are literally plugged into their desks, with headsets that can spool information coming in from field reporters around the country via telelinks and vidgraphs. Nick Cannon is jacked into a news gathering system, a complex telecommunications console that allows Cannon to monitor global information services. Data flows directly into his suit's computer, is sorted and indexed, and then is displayed across a holographic interface before his eyes.
Hey, Cannon, the world can wait. You got company.
No, wait a second. Is that you, Gideon Ashante? Well, then Rachel Brack must be there also. The news waits for no one. I'll be with you. Now, I'm assigning stories. Let's see. French authorities probe latest report of a hell portal opening. What else? A minor demon named Morax is elected to the Georgia State Assembly. That's it. Download and assign. Hold the rest. Sorry to make you wait. There's too much news streaming over the lines. Too much happening. Hey, speaking of news, what's the buzz with you two? Transgressions put out a wire a few nights ago that had you two scrubbed. They don't usually make mistakes about who's dying. Are you two a couple of ghosts?
No mistake, Nick. They wanted us. They just didn't get us this time.
Wire said you two were running virtual pornography with a demon called Mr. Beautiful. I got 2 reporters on it right now, getting details from Transgressions. Planning to run a sidebar on Beautiful.
We got lucky and got the drop on the scrubs that came to do us, but luck won't keep us alive.
Whoa! Something coming over the wire that would have interested you when you were with ARC. A gang of kids in Judiciary Square calling themselves the Freak Beats. They're a bunch of 4th-generation deck babies with a serious hate for anyone associated with artificial realities.
Warrens around the square are rife with outlaw techs. They've picked their hunting grounds well.
Yeah, we've been covering their activities. Han likes to report on techs getting scrubbed. Censors pass that stuff through almost without comment. Freak's current rant is that they're drawing a bead on the whereabouts of an Actodec pioneer.
He's got to be 1,000 years old by now. I thought they were all dead.
Freaks think he's there. Who cares? The only reason I'm telling you this is because you're going to need a hiding place, and the Warrens are a good place to disappear into. The freaks will like that you were ARC. They might put you up. They sound kind of crazy, but you can't be too picky right now. Too much news. Too much news. Even with these machines, it's too much for one person.
Thank you for the information. Let's go and check this place out. Ah, there we go.